Welcome, Andrew here from the Beer Guide. Let's talk about Saison. So today we're going to talk about belly hop brewing in Red Deer. Before we get into this wonderful label, we're going to talk about Saison really quick. So Saison was started basically as a farm chore. You typically brewed your beer in the spring and in the fall, so that you had in the summer something very light and quaffable when you were working in the fields, and in the winter it was something to keep giving you nutrition and calories and sustenance when you couldn't just drink the water that was available. So Saisons and farmhouse rustic styles, they stemmed from terroir and what was available. As a result of brewing your own beer, a lot of these breweries, because they were so small and industry wasn't a big thing, it was before the Industrial Revolution in Belgium and France, and they used what they had available. So whatever grains they grew, they used that and malted them themselves. As a result, you would get varying consistencies in your malt. Sometimes you produce pretty acrid, sharp, even harsh beers. They used local hops. Fermentation varied based on the yeast that was in the air or how they had developed it. So, and think about it, if you're a farmer, you're only brewing a few times a year, your equipment isn't high priority, so you're using what you had, old kettles and, fire flame and, interesting pieces of equipment. So to balance out some of the unquaffable beers and to make it more quaffable, you added things like spices and fruit, whatever, again, was available. You're in a farm, you're in the countryside. So to be noted, they use a lot of star anise, sage, peppercorn, coriander, cumin. By the 19th century, beer became more commercialized. And of course, brewing on farms disappeared. Farmers tended to disappear with the Industrial Revolution, so this style basically disappeared by the 1950s. Saison DuPont is really one of the people that brought it back on the map in the 1980s. They're still around to this day and absolutely killing it. So, with belly hop, handy guidebook. Belly hop is in the industrial park, basically North Red Deer. It's between Edmonton and Calgary in Alberta, and they opened in the late year of 2017, November, December of 2017. So this is their Pear Face Pale Saison. The brewer Matt Friesen is brilliant. He's a very talented brewer, and he's basically a one-man operation handling everything over there. So they describe this beer as a rustic farmhouse ale with aromas of citrus, pear, and spice. Dry, very drinkable. Very hot out today. 30 degrees for you Americans, more, a lot. Anyway, it's hot. So let's get into this beer. Yeah, you definitely get, the pear is there. It's not overpowering, but it's got a lot of that spicy effervescence. Beautiful color too. It's nice. It's the right amount of pear. Pear can typically be, if you have an cider, it means they're way too sweet. This is just the right amount. You still know you're drinking a Saison. Just has like some pear sprinkled in the mix. Very delicious beer. I like this. Like you said, dry and very drinkable. I agree. I'm gonna drink some more. Cheers.